My name is Scott Christianson. I'm an associate teaching professor at the University of Missouri. So I have a fantastic job where I get to teach undergraduates and get to geek out with them about what the future is going to be. It was on an impulse, to be honest. I was driving to my job one day and figured out that, I could probably make more money if I did this on my own. So I went ahead and resigned that morning. And then I came home and I told my wife, and it turns out that's not the right order in which to do these things. That was probably the closest she ever came to divorcing me, but thank goodness we kind of learned business on the fly. And I had a lot of help from some really good mentors that helped me. And so I really see this program as a great way to kind of pay it back and to help those people that are starting out in their journey. I really like the perspective that LaunchX had, that entrepreneurship, startups, they're hard, but if they were easy, everybody would do it. And so it's a great opportunity to make a change in the world. And I think they have a lot of fun along the way. And so I was actually watching the YouTube videos from LaunchX that were explaining the process of entrepreneurship. And in the first 2 minutes, I found myself laughing out loud several times. And so I decided I really want to be part of this. I just think it's the growth that students have been going through, and it's been great to see them take on challenges and work through the hard problems. This is difficult. It's hard. Sometimes you have some assumptions about what people think and how they're going to react, and you find that, they don't react that way. Okay, well, what can we do differently? Is it something about understanding the problem they have, the solution we have, or is it a different customer segment that we need to look at? So I just think it's been really rewarding to see how students have pushed through and done the hard work. I think you need to realize that success is not just about your idea. Too often we see, there's Mark Zuckerberg, and he had this idea about Facebook and linking and liking things. Well, it wasn't just about the idea. There were a lot of other companies that had that same idea. I used to be on Friendster, right? I'm not on Friendster anymore. Why? Because of execution, because of team. There's a lot of the team that you build. There's a lot of other things that goes into successful enterprise. My top tip is to make it very clear the problem that you're addressing and how you're addressing it early and often. Because sometimes our attention span wanes. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's these things called iPhones that people look at sometimes. And maybe they're distracted when they hear that first sentence. So reiterating how you're solving that problem and then backing that up with data. Also, I would say, this whole thing is about the future. It's about making the future better. And so talk about what would be the future if your app or your idea was not available. And then think about how great that future is going to be when it is available. And then think about, oh, it wouldn't be so great. But no, it's going to be great because we're going to be successful. Okay, so think about that story and about how to bring us into that and how to imagine what the world would be without your app, which would be pretty sad, or without your product, and then with your product.